All right, let's talk about compliance using the system. So in your back office, scroll down and you'll notice under My Booklet Setup, there's an item right here. It says Compliance. You'll click that. First thing you should know is we have FINRA review letters, if you need them, for your broker-dealer on some of the booklets, not every one of them. Good news. It says here we do not have FINRA review letters. However, if your broker-dealer says, if you want to use that booklet, fine, but we're going to need a FINRA review letter, no problem, we'll pay for it. Only broker-dealers can submit things for FINRA to review. So we cannot do it on our own, but we're happy to pay your broker-dealer's cost when they do it. See, if you look at actually any of these letters, you want to see what a FINRA review letter looks like. It's just our notes, but here we go. FINRA review, they charge $125, but notice it's to a broker-dealer, Packland Brokerage Services, so you get the idea. The letter comes back to the broker-dealer will give us a copy. If it comes back requiring any changes, we'll make it to the booklet, and then it's all, up to snuff with everybody. So that's that issue. Secondly, if your firm needs to review everything, we have a complete compliance package here. It's a lot of pages, so you can click here, it'll download it, and you can send it to your compliance officer, or maybe you don't know this, if you see a link on the internet and right click, you can say copy link address, and then you can just send an email to your compliance guy, and if you paste, there's the link, and he can download that's the compliance guide is right in that link. He can download it. Okay, so let's just go over a few points with compliance, because these are the issues we get asked all the time. Number one, compliance is arbitrary. What that means is each firm makes up their own rules. I know some people think that it's standard. It's not. Let me give you a perfect example. There's a very large brokerage firm that says you cannot use your picture on anything. Another brokerage firm doesn't have that rule. See what I mean by arbitrary? So they make up whatever rules they think are important to protect the firm, and they may not make sense to you, they may make sense to you. It's even possible that the compliance guy who made up the rule about no pictures, he leaves and you get a new compliance guy and he says, yeah, the pictures are fine. So this is why we do not ever try to get any compliance approval at any firm in advance. There's over 4,000 broker-dealers and insurance companies, which means there's over 4,000 versions of compliance rules. So if we can help you and you need to bother with all that stuff, we're happy to, but we don't try and get compliance approval in advance because it would be crazy to do so. Now, what are the potential compliance issues? Well, the ads. Okay, maybe your firm says, well, wait a minute, we got to see the ads because da 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 da. No problem. Let's go to your back office again for a second. Let's scroll down. Our internet ads. Click here, and you will see a short video that shows you actual different versions of our ads because they're not the same all the time. Okay, so there's a video. You could, send, again, right click, you'll get the link and you can send that to your compliance guy if he wants to know about the videos. For some reason, I'm sorry, if he wants to know about the ads. Now, for some reason, most compliance guys don't ask about that. Okay, they're more concerned about, well, what's in the booklets? All right, so good news is you want to see the booklets. Let's go back to your back office. Click here. It'll take you to the website where you're going to create your booklets. It's a separate site. It's called advisorbooklets.com. And click on View Samples, and there's all the booklets. So anybody can go to that page and just click on any one of these covers. Ta-da! There's the whole booklet. You can just scroll right through it. You could print it, whatever you want to do. But there's the whole booklet. So if somebody wants to review that, fine. Now, what happens if they review it and they say, this booklet's perfectly fine, except this word money it really needs to be changed. It needs to say cash. Okay, let's say that's their comment. Not a problem. Let's go to your back office for a minute. One of the things we give you, let's go here, compliance. One of the things we give you is access to all of the booklets so you can change them. Now, let me just explain this for a second. The way you do that is you would download all the booklets and they would be in Microsoft Word format. Here's a little instruction short video on how you change it. Once you change the booklet, you would then need to make your own PDF of it and send it out as needed, because our system our booklet system, this site, can only produce personalized versions of the standard booklet. If you make any changes to the inside, then you can't use your customized version here on this site. You would just make your own PDF, save it on your hard drive, and print copies as you need it. Okay. Let's go on, see if there's any other issues. Some have already been FINRA reviewed. I showed you that. We're happy to pay for FINRA review if one of the booklets you want to use and your broker-dealer says, oh, it's got to have a FINRA letter, no problem. We'll pay for it. And by the way, it doesn't take too long. Most of them, a couple weeks, I think, is average. I just showed you about modifying the content. You can download the Word document, change it using Microsoft Word, and then save it as a PDF, and there you go. You've got your own, not only personalized, because you'll put your photo and everything in there, but it will be customized. Okay. And last, you don't want to bother with any of this compliance stuff. No problem. Don't use our booklets. Use your own materials. If your firm, look, let's say you signed up for the leads for, let's say, rollovers and life insurance. Well, does your firm have any booklets, handouts, write-ups on rollovers, life insurance? If yes, just use those materials. Then you don't have any compliance stuff to deal with. About 25% of the advisors using our system use their firm's materials. So it's not uncommon that people do that. Now, just a quick tip. I advise you, when you send out your own materials, in your cover letter, down where you sign your cover letter, we give you a copy of a cover letter, by the way. When you sign it, put your picture in your cover letter. So because your picture won't be on your firm's materials, put it in your cover letter, and that'll make it really, really personalized.